Effort by Ben Criddle. It took him 10 seconds to get from the gray carpet to this gray studio.
That was my first tweet.
That'll be really good.
Coach, I noticed during conditioning.
Pro Day's coming up, and so maybe the scouts can see how slow he's actually gotten since his last pro day.
Like, man, used to be an athlete.
Yeah.
I noticed during conditioning, you're always very aware of people that are giving that fanatical effort. You meandered over to the left because maybe some guys weren't giving enough effort.
That is very perceptive of you. Yeah, it's not hard to tell when a single player keeps holding up the team. So I like the team sport concept, and I like peer pressure, so that's good.
That's Wednesday. A lot of emotion, a lot of fight with the team. Have you seen that carry over, or maybe you can step back?
First day was the wildest, which was Wednesday, in terms of crossing over. Friday, very physical. The offense had a really nice day on Friday, and like what happens most of the time in spring, after the defense thought about that all weekend, and they kind of, it was payback time today. So it swings back and forth, which is fun to see.
Saitau, who got some reps at Sam, he's looking pretty strong and physical out there, made a few plays today.
Sai's doing a nice job. So Alani Fua, Bronson Kafusi, and Saitau, all three of those guys at outside backer are doing a nice job.
Can you talk about Trent Trammell and what he's been doing this spring? What he means?
Man, really doing a nice job of coverage. And so we saw just a glimpse of him a year ago, and then he got hurt. But between Trent and Rob Daniel and then Jordan Johnson when he comes back, it's pretty good. 3 upperclassmen in the secondary. I'm excited about that. And then you add Craig Bills to it, and then Kai Nakua. I'm feeling pretty good about that as of today.
How hard was the off season for him, and how excited was he to get back?
Oh, it's a really hard off season because he's away from home. The primary thing he loves is to play football, and when that was taken away because of injury, you have to adapt in a lot of different ways. And so the team family's still here, but a lot of times guys that are hurt feel outside of that just because they're not contributing, and so that's just one other thing he had to deal with.
Can you give us an update on Sam Lee and how he's doing?
Sam Lee is, anticipated back for the fall, but he's had a long road. Had his back operated on. We were trying to prevent that, but had it operated on, and so we're just having our fingers crossed at this point.
Can you talk about Zach Stout on and off the field, just what it's like for him getting back and participating?
Oh, I think he's thrilled to be back, but more importantly, he's earned his way back, not only through the classroom, but ecclesiastically and life choices off the field. And that's a great thing about our program, is to present that option for guys to come back. And so he's very humbled, and he's working really hard, and it's good for all of us that he's back.
Do you like what you're seeing from the inside linebacker guys, just across the board?
Well, I would say Manoa Pakula is probably the clear standout at this point. We've moved Jeremiah into the buck linebacker position, which he's learning, and Zach Stout. So those three probably deserve the most attention. And then 2 return missionaries in Austin Heder and Adam Pulsipher, and their return missionaries kind of getting regrouped in, so they're just a step back from those other 3.
Coach, I saw your eyes light up when you were talking about the secondary a couple of minutes ago. Is there a possibility that this year could be the first year that you're better in the back end than on the front end on defense?
Yeah, well, it'll be hard to see. We look pretty good at the defensive line as well with our return missionaries back, and we're good at outside backer. So I'm not sure it'll be better than, but maybe comparable to.
And are you happy with the progress the quarterbacks are making?
Yeah, so far I think we're doing a nice job, and as of Friday was a really strong day for our offense. So defense kind of took it back a little bit today.
Specifically Christian Stewart,
he's doing a really nice job. I think everyone on the staff is really encouraged and gaining momentum and confidence in him by what we see.
Last week, Coach Holliday mentioned how Nick Kurtz kind of hit a wall. Talk about how he's doing this week.
Yeah, he's transitioning from junior college to BYU, and what it takes to just make it through a practice. And made some progress Wednesday, more progress Friday, and probably had his best day today. Just takes time.
Yeah.
He told me after just warm-ups before we started practice on Monday that it was the tiredest he'd ever been. We hadn't even started practice yet. So a lot of anxiety.
Looked like you were able to move the ball when you got pass pro, but the pass pro looked kind of spotty. Will you analyze your offensive line and what you've seen out of them?
Yeah, I think that we'll be much improved from where we were a year ago. I already think we are improved from where we were a year ago, but still a lot of work to do. And our pass game is contingent on protection right now, and we want our defense and are designing our defense to throw as many possible looks at us as we can. And so a lot of emphasis is going into it, and I think they're making progress.
I saw Jamal kind of hobbled off. Did you hear anything about that? Is he all right? Or
The two backs ran into each other. One thought it was one way, the other thought it was the other, and so they hit each other, which is unfortunate, but I don't think it's serious.
What happens in spring sometimes?
Hopefully not again, but yeah.
Because of the depth and skill at the secondary position, any chance you go a little bit more man coverage rather than zone-based principles?
Played quite a bit of man a year ago, actually. You might be the only one that noticed, but we did. But possibly more if our guys stay healthy. All right.